Hello everyone, my name is Navi and I normally make anime related videos, but today I wanted to do some gaming related ones. I normally stream on Twitch, but I do play a lot of single player games and I don't always stream, so what I wanted to do today is go through my Switch collection because I have a lot of games and I kind of wanted to just talk through them and yeah, just show them off. Especially, I do really enjoy these types of videos, and so I thought once my collection got to a decent size that I would go through them. I actually thought that once I switched over to the Switch 2 that I would go through all of the games I had existing for the original Nintendo Switch, but unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna get the Switch 2 anytime soon, just because of the way things are going with the game key cards and the other aspects of physical collecting. I don't really know if I'm going to end up buying it anytime soon, and I just kind of wanted to make the video now because it's fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through and show off all the games that I have so far and whether I've played them or not. And we're starting from the numbers and through the games that start with A. So starting with 13 Sentinels. So 13 Sentinels I've played a little bit of, maybe like an hour or two. Yeah, I don't think this camera can do close focus. So this game is sort of a cross between a visual novel and a strategy game. And I did buy it, so it's not in this case because I have it in my Nintendo Switch game case because I intended to play it. But yeah, it's a cute little design element with the cat. So this is a game that I started but haven't finished. And I've heard good things. Vanillaware makes really beautiful games, and yeah. So haven't played that one yet. All right, next up is 2064 Read-Only Memories. So I actually bought this from PlayAsia. It's a Japanese import, as you can see. And unfortunately, this does not have English on the cartridge, but there's a patch that you can download that will let you play in English. So yeah, nice inner art on the inside there. So this game you play as a character who gets involved in a mystery and basically has to work with a robot and figure out what the heck is going on because their initial owner has gone missing. So it did come with a soundtrack as well, which I really enjoyed. So I really enjoy ordering Japanese copies because they tend to have that soundtrack as well, or some other goodies for pre-ordering. Let's see, where's the next game? So I have some games from the Ace Attorney series. Let's see, Ace Attorney, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I also have Ace Attorney Investigations, and I also have Ace Attorney Trilogy, Apollo Justice. So for anyone who's an Ace Attorney fan, you will notice that there's the original trilogy missing here. And why do I not have that one? Well, I do already own those on DS, and I really, really hate the updated revised graphics for the original trilogy. I really don't like that drawn over look. I think the pixel art is way better. So that's why I don't have the original trilogy. So this one, I also put it in my game case because I was meaning to play it. This one, I don't think it has any, yeah, there's no art. So I haven't played this one yet. I started it, didn't finish, meaning to play it, just never got around to it. I'll get to it eventually. So I have Ace Attorney Apollo Justice Trilogy, and this is one that I've actually played every single game. I've played Apollo Justice, I've played Dual Destinies, and I've played Spirit of Justice. I played the last two on 3DS, and I played the first one on the DS version. So I only bought this because Spirit of Justice and Dual Destinies don't have physical versions in the US. So I just really wanted one to complete the physical collection. So no inner art on this one. Capcom is lame like that. And then also Ace Attorney Investigations collection. I got the DS cart loose as a present from a friend, and the second one I played on an R4 cart. No inner art here either. So I've played both of these games. I know that there's a new translation for the second game, and they changed all the names of the characters, obviously, because the fan translation is, those aren't the official names for the characters. There are some names that are really brilliant in the new version, and there's some that just aren't, but that's okay. Yeah, Ace Attorney Investigations collection. What do I have next? Oh, of course, I have Animal Crossing New Horizons. Everybody has this game, and yeah, it's not surprising that I would have this. I bought the Animal Crossing Switch as well when it came out, so, and lovely art on the inside. I also bought the amiibo cards. I just decided to store them in here. These are really cute. I wanted, where is she? Yeah, I wanted Etoile and Chai, and so I'm not into collecting the actual amiibo cards for like all the characters, but I think I would at least want to buy the ones that I really like Dom from Animal Crossing. Yeah, so there she is. Probably one of the most popular games on Switch, and the reason why a lot of people have the Switch. And I don't know if I can consider that a game that I've completed. I've definitely racked up a lot of hours though. So here's another set of games. This is iSomnium Files 1 and 2. So the day 1 edition, I think it came with some stickers. Yeah, I still haven't taken them out of the bag. I don't really like using stickers, but recently I got a sticker book, so maybe I'll put them in there. Though it is just nice to have them in the case. So I finished this game. It did take me a while, but I was always a big fan of the Zero Escape series, and this is also by Kotaro Uchikoshi, and the storyline is just as wacky with a little bit more in the mechanics of the puzzle solving. It's a little bit of a 3D environment that you get to run around in, so I really like this. And then iSomnium Files Nirvana Initiative. I know it came out a while ago, and I still have not. I started it, but I have not finished it. And I know there's another game that got announced for Kaname Date, so I will be getting that, but it might take a while. Yeah. So, yeah. I got the collector's edition for this, so maybe I'll put some footage of that when I get it. Yeah. Next is Astral Chain. This is another game that I bought and started and did not complete. But it's a really cool action game, obviously by Platinum Games. And it has a really interesting mechanic where you try to control these, I forget what it's called. Two bodies fight with a single mind. Legions, that's what they're called. They're sort of like mech type things that you can control. And you control your character and the legions separately with the same controller. It's a wild premise. I didn't get that far though. I'm not very good at action games, so. And the next games that I have in my collection are the Atelier Ryza trilogy. I have played Atelier Ryza 1. I finished it decently recently, and I really enjoyed it. It's a really good game to just sort of chill out to, and I just really enjoy the characters, the story. It's very chill. It's like the epitome of a cozy game. So no internal art there. Yeah, and I have the other two. These are out of order. I have not played Ryza 2 or Ryza 3. And I know there's Atelier Yumiya coming out. The Atelier games are fairly long, and I'm not too fast. I love playing JRPGs, but I'm not too fast at playing them. So I think I might just hold off until I've finished this series. Because, you know, I just can't. So next up is games B through D, and I have Bayonetta 1+2 in this sort of combo pack. I didn't bother getting Bayonetta 1 physically because we already have that on the PS3, so, and I already use this code, so I'm not too worried about other people seeing it. It's cool that it's reversible, but it's like you can only see one or the other, so it's not like a combo cover. But, and since this is 2 games, I've started Bayonetta 1 and did not finish, and I did not play Bayonetta 2 yet. I know, for a Switch collector, it's like I'm not really playing these games actually, so it feels bad. But, you know, I only have so much time, and sometimes I only want to play specific types of games. And I also have Bayonetta 3. And obviously I have not played 2, so I haven't played 3 yet. And this is the Middle Eastern version, but it's still the American cart, so I don't really care. And there's some art in this one too. And the next game I have is it Baten Kaitos 1 and 2? This is the HD remaster. I think this is the Asian version. There's no rating here. And I hope there's not like a code. Oh, I'm pretty sure I redeemed this already. I'll blur it out if I haven't. And yeah, here's some nice art. And of course there's a bunch of reflections, so it's kind of hard to see. But yeah. I'm pretty sure I redeemed this. I haven't played this game yet, but I've heard really good things about it, and it is a JRPG, so I decided to collect it. It's got a really interesting art style, so it doesn't take a lot for me to want to get a game. And here's a very different kind of game, Bear and Breakfast. I did play this, and I really enjoyed it, but I thought the storyline, the way it ends, it's sort of left off. It doesn't complete. Another original game soundtrack. I really enjoy when they include soundtracks or art cards. It's got some nice inner art too. So, yeah. Actually, let me go through them like this. Yeah, so I did enjoy the hotel management aspect though it did get repetitive towards the end. And yeah. Got this as a Christmas present, and I really enjoyed it. So, a game that I've actually finished. I'm sure my count is not doing too well, but I know it's less than 50%, but that's okay. I buy games knowing that I'll want to play them eventually, so I don't just buy things just because. And here's Bustafellows. I think this might be the only Otome game in my collection. And I picked this up because it looks kind of fun, and I did like that the main character sort of had her own personality. Not that I've actually played it, so I don't know, but yeah. And I guess I got this from BGP. A nice inner art too. Actually, let's put this back. So I will eventually be playing that. Here's another game, which is sort of a collection of games. There's Radical Dreamers and Chrono Cross. So I've played Chrono Trigger, which is why I picked this up, because this is like the successor to Chrono Trigger. But I only played Radical Dreamers, so 1 out of 2 games, I guess. The Radical Dreamers is a much shorter game. And, you know, it was an interesting experience. I didn't 100% the Radical Dreamers minigame, but it was definitely something I'll return to since I've already played Chrono Trigger and I really want to play the rest of the game. And here's another game that I've bought and didn't play. This is the Asian version of Coffee Talk 1 and 2. I really like the fact that it's all on one cartridge. And yeah. Did not play. Here's Collection of Mana. I've started and maybe got through like 25% of the first game, which is called Final Fantasy Adventure or Seiken Densetsu 1. I have not played Secret of Mana or Trials of Mana yet, so it is what it is. And there's some really beautiful art on the inside too. I'm really trying to get out of the reflections, but yeah. Oh, I forgot this piece of paper. Here's another fun game. This is indie. I don't know if too many people have heard about this. It's called Cross Tales, and it's a strategy RPG where you play as either cats or dogs. You pick one side, and then you play through the campaign. And I picked this up because it was kind of cheap, and this is one of those games where, like, you know, someone 10, 15 years down the line is going to be like, why did no one play this game? So I did play a little bit of it, so I did start it. I didn't play it all the way through, though. And this is I'm not proud of this purchase. And the reason why is because I solely bought this game just because Blackjack is in this game. And I thought that was so fun. I think you can kind of see him. He's this guy here. Maybe I can find him in this manual. Yeah, you can kind of see him on the left here. It's a Osamu Tezuka character, and it's one of my favorite series. And the game itself is like I guess sort of like a Tetris game. It's a puzzle game, and you sort of play against other characters from, I guess, NIS. No, this is Nicholas. So, I don't know. There are some indie game properties in here and some more famous characters as well, like Isaac from Binding of Isaac is here. Umihara Kawase and some other games. Yeah, I only really bought this game because Blackjack was in it and I thought that was hilarious. And it was only like $20, so it's not the worst. And it comes with a little booklet, so I did start it. I did not finish it, and I don't intend to finish it, I think. Another collection, this is a visual novel series. Danganronpa is really popular, actually. More popular than Zero Escape. I never got into it when it was that popular. And yeah, there's nothing here. Just an ad for Dark Horse. And no, I have not started it. I will eventually. All right. So here's a game that I've at least finished some of. This is Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. These are the Android versions ported to the Switch. And so the art style is it's not that good. It's not as nice as the new HD 2D versions. I don't have those yet. But I did finish Dragon Quest 1 and Dragon Quest 2 on this particular cartridge version. No nice art on the inside. This is the Asian version, and it has all 3 on the cart. And I didn't want to play 3 because I heard that Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D was coming out, and then I waited 2 years, so I will play the HD 2D version. I won't play this one, or maybe I will at some point, but yeah. I at least played 2 out of 3 games on this one. Completely finished. And of course, if we have 1, 2, and 3, we must have Dragon Quest XI S. This is the game that basically got me into JRPGs and converted me into a true believer of the Dragon Quest franchise. Yeah, and it's like one of my favorite games ever. I've spent like 170 hours in this game, and you know, I just have good memories. The storyline is captivating. It's like watching a long anime. And you know, I'm a fan of One Piece, so I love long anime with lots of characters and lots of little vignettes and stuff like that. So this game is probably it's not the first JRPG I've ever played, but I think this is the first one that made me realize that like this sort of game is what I'm really looking for in like other RPGs or just other games. So, and I think it's Tim Rogers' review on Kotaku for Dragon Quest XI S is the reason why I ended up getting this game to begin with. And yeah, it's amazing. I highly, highly recommend it. It's like a 10 out of 10 for me. And the vibes are immaculate. So next up is Eastward. So I rage quit this game in the middle because there's this one boss fight in one part of the game that I just could not beat. And yeah, I did use 2 of the stickers that came in this pack. And there's some beautiful art on the inside. I bought the collector's edition for this. It's the Japanese one. So it comes with a soundtrack, a little figure of Sam, and some other goodies. And yeah, I highly, highly enjoyed this game up until I got stuck. And I don't know if I'll ever go back to it because just playing it made my wrist hurt. So it is what it is. Maybe I might at least watch the rest of the game in like a playthrough so I at least know what the storyline is. Next is Aiden Chronicle 100 Heroes. And this is a game. I don't have any history with the Suikoden franchise, but it's turn-based and it looked really interesting. The card's not in here because I have it in my game case because I was actually playing it. And there's some problematic aspects of this game because it seems like they didn't think the battle system through too much. And yeah, it's not, I don't know if it's a good game necessarily, but I did get it to support the studio. And next is Emiya the Smiling Man. I've started this, have not finished. I may be like halfway through the game. And I like visual novels and detective mysteries. So, you know, there is actually art here. Let me see if I can get this. It's a little kid. I'm guessing that's someone important to the main characters. So, yeah. Every time I try to play this game, I end up falling asleep. It's an intriguing story, but it's a very slow-paced game. Like Ace Attorney is sort of a detective game as well, but it's more high octane, I guess, a little more lively, a little bit more funny, and yeah. This game is a little bit more serious, and it's taken me a bit to get through. Next, I have Final Fantasy VI Collection. I have not the original version, but this is the anniversary edition. I don't really care as long as the entire game is on the cartridge. So, and I picked it up for a reasonable price. I haven't played these games yet, but you know, everyone says Final Fantasy VI is like God's gift to RPGs, basically. So, I figured eventually I want to play this, so it's better to have it. Here's a game that I streamed, and you can still find it on my Twitch VODs channel. I have mixed feelings about this game because it was super frustrating while I was playing, but like it was kind of fun too. It's just that the platforming is so difficult because of the way the controls work. But it's a very cute art style with like manga style cutscenes. And I am looking forward to what the developers make next. But yeah, they're making an RPG next, and I'm like, please stay away from platforming. I don't want to play another platformer with floaty camera controls and floaty character controls where you slide off the platforms. My worst nightmare. Next is Ghost Trick. I have this on DS. I've played it before even, so I'm going to count that as played. I haven't played this particular version all the way through. I did start it. Whoops. I don't... Did I? Okay, no, I did. I did claim these probably. I'm still going to probably blur the code, but anyways. So it's the inside is actually a manual. It's in Japanese, so I can't perfectly read it, but I literally have the DS version with the original manual, so I'm not too worried about it. I got it in Japanese because it was cheaper. It was like less than 25 bucks. Yeah, and the game's not in here because I was playing it. So it's in my game case. And next up is Grandia HD Collection. I did not play this yet, but I'm really looking forward to it because it has really good reviews. And this is a remaster of a really old JRPG. Oh, and here's my Play Asia stickers. They give you a lot of goodies from ordering from them, so I don't think there's any art on the inside. It's just a sort of a map. Yeah. Pretty interesting. And I also have Grim Grimoire once more. This is another Vanillaware game. We saw 13 Sentinels earlier on, and yeah, I started this one. Did not get around. Oh, that's a digital soundtrack code. A lot of those. So yeah, it's got a wacky story. It's kind of like a visual novel and also an RTS game. So it's pretty unique in that way. Trying to avoid reflections here. Yeah, and it even comes with a really cute manual, which is kind of like an art book. Yeah, and I really want to keep playing this, obviously, because I got this, but yeah. I got the collector's edition, which came with the CD soundtrack as well, and some acrylic stands and some other really cool goodies. And yeah, I will continue playing it. Another game that I've started but not finished. I normally start games when they first come in and at least play them for like an hour or so, just to see if I want to continue playing or just to get an idea of the gameplay, because I sort of play based on mood, and so I cut between like 5 or 10 games at a time, and those could be like heavy JRPG story games or farming games or cozy games or whatever. So yeah, so I sort of chip away at a bunch of games all at once, and then every year I happen to finish a couple of them, maybe like 10 or 15. So next is Grow Song of the Evertree, and it's a cozy game where you sort of rehabilitate a big tree, and there's a bunch of little worlds that have flora and fauna that you're trying to rehabilitate. I already said that word. Basically, you're trying to get them to flourish so that the trees and the plants will grow and there's not like pollution, sort of polluting. Yeah. I've started this game. I haven't really finished it. I bought this because I wanted Fae Farm, but I ended up watching a bunch of reviews and realizing that Fae Farm wasn't that good. But I initially bought this to play while waiting for Fae Farm, and it was decently cheap, but yeah, that I didn't end up getting Fae Farm, so that did not work out. Next is Hades. Started, didn't complete. I'm not too good at roguelikes, and I do find this game pretty hard, actually, so I didn't get that far. I know there's a soundtrack voucher in here. Oh, but they were at least smart enough to put it in a little thingy so you don't see it. Yeah. I really do like the art and the storyline and the music, but I can't actually finish the game. I might have to turn on God mode because, yeah. And this is just a little booklet with art of the characters. Yeah. I really like Supergiant games. I did play Bastion all the way through with the assist on, and I really like the storyline for that one and the music, so that's why I got this. And yeah, cool release. I remember being so happy that I got a physical. And this is probably the most rare game that I have, and the most wanted game for collectors that I have. It's a visual novel, and if you know anything about Switch collecting, you might know this game. The House in Fata Morgana. So I bought this because I just knew from the art style that this was going to be one of a kind. And it's got sort of this gothic art style, and it has such beautiful music, and I just knew that I wanted this game. So I pre-ordered it from Limited Run, and it was totally worth it. I do consider having finished this game, even though I haven't finished every single aspect, because there's two sort of side games, but I played the main game and I finished it, but I guess I'll count the other ones as unfinished. I think, yeah. Here's a Limited Run card, back when they still did those. And there's some spoilers in here, so I'm not going to show too much, but here's the same art. It's a little mini booklet, so I don't want to spoil this, but is this game worth it? 100%. This game is like a 10 out of 10 for me. It's like, and I will hopefully film some of the collector's edition as well. I have it. So, 6 CD soundtrack, art book. I think there was maybe a poster inside, but the soundtrack itself is already worth it for the price. So I maybe got this for $90 MSRP, and now just this game, just this, is going for $90, and the collector's edition is going for insane amounts of money. But this visual novel is just one of the best, and I'm so glad that I've played it, and I'm so glad that it's in my collection. Here's a game I haven't finished. I did start it though. I enjoy the voice acting, and it's a 2D platforming / RPG, and it's very visually fun. There's no art on here, but it does have some bugs and some problems. I just stopped playing because I got to a part that was a little bit too hard for me, and I'll get around to it. Katamari Damacy. This is one that I'm not proud to say that I didn't finish. It's not even that long of a game, but I'm just like not good at the game. So I didn't get that far. I didn't even clear like the second level or whatever. For shame. But I have it, and I think about finishing it now and then. It's fun, except I couldn't clear the levels. I got this game last year while it was on sale. Yeah, I started it with the demo and really enjoyed what I played, but didn't want to get it up for price, and it was on sale, so now is my chance. Yep, I will get around to that eventually. I think it's been a while since I've gone over a game that I've finished. Here's another one. Later Alligator. I want to say it's like an adventure game with puzzles and stuff along the way. All of the characters are alligators, so that's what's really cute about this. And I know there's a bunch of goodies inside. Oh, another soundtrack thingy. Let me just pull that out. Actually, give me that. So this came with a lot. A fan gamer likes to put lots of stuff in their packages. I think this is just their ad. Yeah, it's like a sticker and an ad for the rest of the stuff that they sell, which is fun. And this came with a soundtrack code, which I'm not showing, but that's what it is on the back. And what is this? It's a little Alligator Chronicle Times. So it's a little newspaper printout, which is fun. And the game and the inside art itself. So it's not a long game, but it is very fun. I did play it and I did enjoy it. So definitely one of Fangamer's better picks, I would say. And I pretty much played it all in one go. So yeah, that's how much I enjoyed it. Another recent pickup. This was on sale from VGP. The like Big Idea Edition or whatever it's called. I have the rest of it, but here's the case. I literally picked this up because one, it's made by Game Freak, and a Game Freak game that's not Pokemon. Yeah, I want to see what that's about, and it's an RPG in sort of a crafting sort of game, I think. And it's also the collector's edition was only like $20, so I will not pass up a good deal, that's for sure. I don't know what the count is for unfinished to finished games, but it's probably not looking too good. And here's another one that I started but not finished, Legend of Mana. Yeah, I started this one, but it's kind of impenetrable. It's really hard to figure out what's going on in this game or what you're even supposed to do. And I knew that going in when I bought it, but it has a lot of reviews that are really good, so I figured why not? And it came with some stickers, which is kind of fun. So yeah, I decided to get it, and hopefully I will enjoy it one day. But not anytime soon, unfortunately. Yeah. And these three are part of a series. I have Trails from Zero, Trails to Azure, and Nayuta Boundless Trails. Nayuta I can at least play right now because it's not directly connected to the rest of the Trails games. It's sort of, I don't know if it's an alternate timeline or a long time ago or what's going on, but like this is not directly related. I only have these two Trails games though because it really bothers me that Cold Steel is not complete on Switch. We only have 3 and 4 in English, and it goes on from there. Reverie and the new ones, Trails from Daybreak. But Trails in the Sky 1, 2, and 3 are not there either. So I don't really want to spend the money to play through this series when I haven't even finished Trails in the Sky 1, which I'm currently playing on my Steam Deck. So I called it a day just collecting these, and hopefully in the future, one day, they'll put out some sort of compilation pack with the other games for Switch 2 or something, but that's not today. Ooh, here's a game I finished. Really love this one, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. I really enjoyed the sound for this, so I also bought the CD soundtrack after the fact. And I have the amiibo for this as well, so hopefully they release one of Zelda in this really adorable art style. Yep. This is probably one of my favorite games, and probably one of the only Zelda games that I've ever actually finished. Yeah. And then I have Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, where Zelda is the protagonist rather than Link. I'm in the middle of playing this one. I will finish this one for sure. I guess I got it from VGP. Yeah. I really enjoyed the puzzling mechanics and the sort of different sort of combat. I'll get around to it. Breath of the Wild, a game that I definitely started. I'm like 30 hours, 40 hours in. I'm not that far. The cartridge is out because, again, it's in my game case with the Switch. So I'm sort of actively playing it on and off. I love just wandering off and doing my own thing in this game. So, yeah, just taking it slow, taking it easy. I'll defeat Ganon on my own time, on my own terms. And of course I haven't played this one, Tears of the Kingdom, because I haven't played the first one and finished it. I bought this day one too. Don't ask me why. Anyways, here's a game I absolutely love. This is Live Alive. It's a remake of an old SNES era RPG. But there was a lot of things that was revolutionary about this series. It's 8 different main characters, and they all have their own different stories that end up intersecting. I really enjoyed this one. And I love the music, and I love the gameplay, and yeah. This was really enjoyable. And it's not too long either. Maybe it's like 35 hours. And for an RPG, that's, I would say, medium length. It's not super short. It's not underneath 20 hours, but 35 to 40 hours is not bad. And that's for a completionist playthrough. So, well, okay, no. You do get to play through the last segment with different main characters, but not too much changes. So for one complete playthrough, it's about 35 hours. So yeah, totally enjoyed this one. Love the tropes that it riffs on. Then there's Magnum Lord. This is sort of like a RPG / dating sim, perhaps, maybe. That's why I got it. You play as either, this is the female version, this is the main version of the main character. And you play through some levels, you level your equipment, and then apparently there's a romance aspect later on. I haven't gone to that, but this was not a very expensive, come on. This was not a very expensive game to play, so it was maybe like $20, less than that. So it seemed interesting, and I like the art style, so I don't mind the fact that it's half visual novel too. It's fully voice acted. Well, the cutscenes are fully voice acted. So yeah, I have this. I haven't finished it though. Here's a game where I didn't even start it. Yeah, for shame. I even bought the collector's edition for this one because I was so excited. Oh, that's a code. Let me take that out. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully one day I'll get around to this. It'll happen, just not right now. And here's a game that would be extremely hard to say that I finished because I have not. I made it to master rank. I think I might have finished high rank and then I just stopped there. This is the game that really got me into Monster Hunter. And I love the fact that this is the Ultimate Edition on Switch. It's originally a 3DS game, and yeah, I don't think we got the Ultimate Edition for 3DS. So they finally put it on Switch and finally gave it to the English-speaking audience. So this is my first Monster Hunter game, and I have fond memories of this. It's one of the first games that I got for Switch. So yeah, I do enjoy the old style of Monster Hunter where you have to do a lot of prep work. And I'm playing, I have Rise here as well. Monster Hunter Rise Deluxe Edition. I even have the Magnum Malo amiibo that came with the Deluxe Edition. And unfortunately you couldn't, I know I redeemed this already. You couldn't get like this deluxe kit pack or anything like that. And I had to buy the DLC like this. Ugh, I wish they would have just released like a cart version. So annoying. Capcom. So, anyways, I didn't finish this game either, but I made it to the Sunbreak expansion and then I didn't play anymore, even though I bought it. And now it's a lot cheaper, RIP. So, but again, I enjoyed my time with it. I made it 2 credits for Rise, so I'm going to count that as finished. And Sunbreak will be unfinished. Here's a game I have that I really enjoy as well. I started this one, didn't complete it. I started on 3DS, and that's why the cartridge isn't here. And I wanted the higher graphics, and I didn't make it that far in the game anyways. So, yep, this is the Japanese version, and it has English on the cart, and it's complete. And of course, I have Monster Hunter Stories too. Yeah. It says download required, but it's not required. There might be like a patch or something, but you're not downloading the full game. And yeah, no art on the inside. Capcom doesn't normally put art on the inside, which sucks. And this is a visual novel called Muv-Luv. And it's a double pack of the first and the second game. Or what are they called? Muv-Luv and Muv-Luv Alternative. I have not played it yet. And I know that the first game is sort of more like cutesy high school romance rom-com. And the second one sort of dives deep into some sci-fi stuff. And that's like a spoiler on its own. But yeah. I initially ordered Tokyo Psychodemic, which is a different game. But they didn't... When it released, it didn't have English. So I basically switched it out for this. And I'm happy to have it, and I hope to play it sometime. Next up is Neo, The World Ends With You. So I do have The World Ends With You on DS, but I haven't even played that one yet, so I haven't played this one because this is the sequel. Oh, that's a code. What is this? Oh, it's a Square Enix code. I don't care about that. Yeah, so hoping to play this one day. I've heard good things about it, obviously, and well, I'll get around to it. Yeah, I haven't even started that one. Here's one that I started, Ni no Kuni 1, and I also have Ni no Kuni 2. I bought these for a decent discount. They were only half off though, and they're even cheaper now to get. I was really intrigued by the Ghibli art style and the fact that they're made by Level 5. So, yeah, I started the first one and I really enjoyed it, but I didn't get that far into it. The first one has a bit of a monster taming vibe, and the second one is sort of more like an action RPG. So, happy to have these in my collection, and hopefully I'll finish them sometime. Here are some games I'm not proud about buying, and you're going to see why in just a bit. I have, and you're going to see how this is a mess. I have No More Heroes 1 and 2, and No More Heroes 3. These came in the trilogy pack that was released when No More Heroes 3 came out. And this first one has both games on the cartridge. Avoiding the reflections again. And it's really subtle, but you can see that there's like a washed out version of both covers on the back side. And I played a bit, I got stuck, and yeah, that's how it went. Haven't played 2 or 3 yet. And I also have I also have Travis Strikes Again. No More Heroes. And this is the USK version. The English one wasn't available when I was looking for it. And I wanted to at least have it. This has English on the cart. So it's not, oh, here's another code. This is English on the cart, so it doesn't bother me. These games will play even if it's a different region. So I figured why not. It doesn't really bother me because I have games from lots of regions in my collection, so it's fun to see at the very least. Here's a game I have finished. Melon Journey, Bittersweet Memories. It's an adventure game. It's only about 5 hours. It's an indie game as well, but it sort of has this really interesting, like, original Game Boy Green aesthetic to the entire game. And yeah, it's got this beautiful art style. It's got stickers. I bought the collector's edition, which comes with a Japanese Game Boy cart. You can play the game for free online in English, so and I know that the limited run version, I think there's definitely an English version with the English cart, but that costed way more than this, which was only like $60 or $70 for all that. So Really fun game, wacky game. Really enjoyed it. I'm sure you're seeing a pattern here that I'm only really finishing the shorter games, and that's okay. Here's a game I finished that isn't short. Ooblets. It's a farming game. It's a monster taming sort of game. You use your little oobs to help you farm, and you do little, instead of Pokemon battles, they're like dance battles, and it's a card-based battle system. So, Fangamer really has the best releases I've found. Like, they really treat indie games with respect and also just give them a lot of interesting, like, extra goodies. Here's some postcards from some of the areas in the game. Yeah. You can use these, but I would not use these. And here's a map. Let's see. I'm really struggling with opening this up. And yeah. It's a map of Badgetown. Cute is all I can say. This entire game is cute, and I was hooked, and I played it from start to finish. So, happy to have it in my collection. Opus collection. Okay, I finished both of the games in this collection. They're each pretty short. The first one's maybe like an hour long, and the other one's like a couple hours long. Really thought-provoking stories. It's mostly like an adventure game / visual novel. And yeah, it comes with the download code for the soundtrack, which I know I've redeemed it, but I don't want to risk it. And here's the very cute inside art for the game. So, and I should have, I have the second one here. I have Opus Echo of Star Song 2, which I haven't played yet, but I'm hoping to get around to. And again, it says download required, but it's not really required, and I know that. Oh, and it comes with a digital soundtrack code too. This one doesn't have as much cool art. It's just there's a little bit of a, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little bit of a galaxy vibe to it. Maybe I need to use this code. I don't think I used this yet. Okay, I need to get around to that. Another game that I've played a little bit of, but I have not finished, and I will get to it eventually. I've heard really great things about this one. I also heard that it's not for the faint of heart. So, oops. Comes with a little manual as well. I do like the art style. I know there's some horror aspects to this game, but obviously the art style is like all cutesy, and that's how they get you. But yeah, made by Omo Cat. So yeah, I started it. I will get around to it. Fangamer's releases are awesome. Overcooked 2. I haven't finished this. It's a receipt. I haven't finished this one. I know there's a new version out that has both 1 and 2 together in a double pack. I'm not too pressed about getting that version. I'm happy with just this one. So I normally play it only when there are people around, when friends visit or something like that. So, and here's an interesting release that's maybe on the rare side. Phoenotopia. It's a premium edition games release. It's all shiny and stuff. And it's got this like hardcover aspect to it that goes over the game case. It has another slip, which is very pretty. And then here's the game itself. And I have the retro edition, which comes with the soundtrack and some other goodies, I'm sure. It's got like a real thick instruction booklet and some really pretty art. I will one day get good enough to play this game, but it's fairly hard. But I'm happy to have it either way. Yeah, so. Premium edition games, they're, in terms of like limited print, I would say they have the best releases. But a lot of their games are kind of interesting. They're not always the ones that you would imagine other people used to. So, yeah. But I was happy to have that one. Potion Permit. This is a game I've played. This is the version that was released at launch, which is super buggy on the cart. There's a lot of bugs. It would crash, it would teleport you to weird places, it would do all kinds of things. The game was fun despite all of that though, so I did finish, and you can download patches for it, or you can get the complete edition, which also comes with the DLC, which, yeah, I'm mad about the fact that I missed out on that, because I bought it at release, and whatever. Here's another potion-themed game. This is Audionautix. I have the Masterwork edition, so it came with a bunch of other goodies as well. I started this one, and I highly enjoyed it. And it has a potion guide as well. I have not finished this one. I will get around to it. Process of Elimination, another visual novel. I started this one, haven't finished it. I may be like 2 hours in. Oh, here's another code. I appreciate when they put the soundtrack codes in, but like when I'm making a video like this, I don't know which ones I've claimed yet. So here's the art book. So yeah, interesting story. You play as a person who's been kidnapped, and you think you're somewhat of a detective, and so you get inducted into this secret family or something, and you have to solve the mystery. And yeah, I haven't gotten that far into it. I don't really know. I'll get around to it. And I'm sure I'll have opinions once I actually play it. But NIS America games tend to be pretty rare, so I always pick them up. Oh, and here are the Pokemon games that I have on Switch. Let's Go Eevee, which was the first one I picked up. Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon Scarlet. So you'll find a notable omission here. I do not have Sword and Shield, and I just wasn't impressed with Sword and Shield. I got Let's Go Eevee because obviously Eevee is cute, and this is a first-gen remake, right? And I got Legends Arceus because Rowlet is my favorite Pokemon, and I have a huge Rowlet plushie. And I got Scarlet because I was a believer, and I shouldn't have been. And the only out of these three, I finished Let's Go Eevee, so 1 out of 3, I guess. Next up is this is a Japanese game called RPG Time. Is it The Legend of Right? Yeah. So, I started this one, haven't finished it. It looked really cute, and it has this sort of like papercraft aesthetic. And I really wanted to play it. Yeah. And the inside is just sort of like lined paper, so like a notebook. So, if you really like tabletop stuff, this game makes a lot of references to like tabletop RPGs, so it's not a very long game, and I'm hoping to play it at some point. Here's a game that I regrettably have not finished and have not even finished the main storyline. Yeah, I will need to exercise to get back into this, so that's why I haven't played this one. I might go a little bit faster since a lot of these games I may or may not have a lot to say. Saga Frontier. I haven't really started this one. I might have booted it up just to see, but I heard it was good and got it, and still don't have an opinion on that because I haven't played it. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. This is one of the first games that I got like a collector's edition for on Switch. It's got beautiful art and really cool like traditional Japanese music, and I didn't finish this. I was 20 hours in, which is almost like 70% of the way through the game. So I need to go back to it eventually, but it's got really in-depth rice farming mechanics. So it's like not like Harvest Moon. It's like you really have to account for all the different variables while farming the rice. And then the second half of the game is just you gain experience from the rice farming that you can use to upgrade your combat abilities. Really interesting mechanics. And let's see, what was the studio that made this game? Edelweiss. So whatever Edelweiss makes next is going to be an instant buy for me. Just because what I did play was awesome. Yeah. Another indie game. This is Skim. And I finished this one with some help because I got stuck at one part. But interesting storyline. There's no text really in this game. Yeah. And I think I have the soundtrack for this too. So I bought this right when it released because I just thought it was so cute. Yeah. And I finished this, so +1 for that. I have the coveted Japanese edition of Sea of Stars, which comes with a soundtrack and some other cool stuff. And this game, this is the version of the game that has the completionist still on the cartridge. So if you don't update, you can still see that he wasn't patched out of the game. But and there's some really beautiful postcards that come with this. So really happy to have this one, of course. And I will get around to it. I started it. I'm maybe like 2 or 3 hours in. Here's the game that I finished. So this is Shadows Over Loathing. I have West of Loathing as well, and I finished that one. And I knew this was going to be a day one buy for me because I really enjoyed West of Loathing. West of Loathing is sort of a Western stick figure RPG. It's humorous, comedy. And this one is not another soundtrack code. This one, oh, and look at how fun this is. This is the front cover and this is the back cover. It's the back side of the cover. I really like details like this. It's a fun game. I would say that sort of the storyline for this one is, and this is like a little cloth that's actually a map, as they call it. It's a mapkin. I really enjoyed this game. It's about 25 hours. That's how long it took me to finish. It was a little unfinished at the end though, but yeah, I played it all the way through. And I was sort of ready for it to be over. It was still fun though. Here's another Marvelous game. This is Silent Hope. It's a roguelite RPG. And it's an action game, so I didn't get too far into it, but I did get the Marvelous makes these sort of day one editions that come with like the soundtrack and a little booklet, and I really like those editions, so I just buy them when they come out. And they're really decent price too. For the price of a normal game, you get all these other extras. So haven't finished that one though. Just started it. This is Silver Case 2425. I started the first game. This is a visual novel, and it's made by the same person who made No More Heroes. So that's why I picked this up. But this is definitely not as lighthearted as No More Heroes. There's like lots of weird, wacky shit going on. And yeah, it did come with a soundtrack. And no, I haven't finished it. Here's a game that I finished. This is the Snufkin, I think it's Melody of Moomin Valley. And this is the Japanese one. I didn't get the collector's edition for this because it was kind of more expensive and I didn't know if I would like it. And I wasn't like, the music is calming, but it's not something I would listen to on its own. So, oh, this one had these really cute, I think I probably used up this code, so I don't care. It has like these Moomin like paper crafts that came in it. And yeah, I displayed them for a little bit. There's some other ones you can see. There's Little Mai in the back there. It's a really cute game. It's only like 5 hours long though, so I did really enjoy it, and I kind of got interested in the Moomins from this, so mission accomplished, I guess, for this one. Here's another game that I finished, A Space for the Unbound. This is a visual novel / adventure game type of game, and it takes place in, I believe, Thailand, and it's made by a Thai studio. I really enjoyed the art style for this one, and it's a really touching story. So I'm happy to have this, and I really did like it when I played through it. Yeah, totally worth it. I've finished this one as well. So I don't think Spiritfarer really needs an introduction, but it's a game about exploring sort of the afterlife, and there's a bit of a crafting element to it. Oh, it's a code. There's no art on the back, but there is some stickers and some really, really beautiful postcards. So, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I really liked the crafting elements of this. I had fun building up the ship, and the storylines themselves are really good too. I really like the music too, and so I'm glad I have at least the digital soundtrack, because I do listen to it on its own. This is not a game I finished. I mean, I haven't even finished the main campaign, but I really bought this to play with my friends, and I did do that, so I had fun while I had it. I don't know if I would get a Splatoon 4 though, just because I really didn't play this game that much. I do have like tens of hours in this, but not in the story mode. So Star Ocean, the second story R. So I have Star Ocean, the first, it's like, I think it's called First Departure. So it's the first Star Ocean, which is kind of made in a remade, I think it was a remastered PS Vita version or something like that. So it was, I played it and I didn't finish it. I was maybe like 5 or 10 hours in, and I saw this one was getting a physical edition, and I really like Tales of Phantasia, and this is made by the original Star Ocean was made by the same Wolf team, I think. So, I mean, I might be wrong on that. But anyways, so I was interested to get this series, and, you know, I like the HD 2D sort of style as well. So whenever I get around to it, I'm sure it'll be great. I've played Stardew Valley multiple times over, so I even have the community center 100%ed on PC, as well as I've hit credits like multiple times. So I consider this one complete, even if I haven't finished it on this particular version. And I got this when it first came out. So I have this version has 1.4 on the cartridge. So yeah. Whenever they release like a complete edition of Stardew Valley, I'm definitely gonna get it. But I didn't want to keep buying it as long as Concerned Ape keeps making like updated versions. So I will wait to see what comes next. Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. This one, I don't know what to say, because I really wanted to like this game. But compared to Stardew Valley, I haven't really liked like the actual Story of Seasons games. This one I know is different from the other ones. It's a little bit slower. You're supposed to like spend more time with your family. I haven't even finished like going through the first year even. I have the collector's edition for this one, which comes with a little goat plushie and a little map, not map, it's like a little tapestry to hang, a little cloth tapestry. So I might come back to this because I really wanted to give this a shot, and I know it's different from the other Story of Seasons games, but I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. Maybe I'll try the other one, the Grand Bazaar, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. Hopefully that one will be good. I haven't even started this one. I bought this on sale last year, and well, I will hopefully get around to it eventually. Yeah. It's an RPG, so that's why I picked it up. I don't have too much love for the other Mario games. I'm just not a platformer kind of person. So this is a bit of a wall of shame here, but and you'll see when I show it to you. I have Shin Megami Tensei 3, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. And these are the Steelbook editions. I was really excited for SMT5. I've never played an this keeps falling. I've never played an SMT game, but yeah. I bought the game, I played a little bit, I didn't get around to it, and then they released Vengeance. So this is Nocturne. Bought it because it was cheaper, and I just want to add it to the collection and hopefully get around to it. It was from VGP. I will hopefully get around to this at one point, but I know that these games can be played out of order, so I have the Steelbook for SMT5, and I really like the fact that like you can you still get like the contents of the normal Switch case just like printed on this plastic cover, which I really like. And then, you get the inside cover art and the outside cover art, which is awesome. But Atlas decided to be cheap on the next Steelbook release because this is cardboard, this slipcase. So, tisk. But at least it has the contents. And then this is the Steelbook, which is still really nice. Oh, yeah, it's a pre-order code. Oh, it's a DLC. I need to use it. So yeah, I bought this on sale, so at least I didn't pay full price for it. But now I don't know if I should play just Vengeance or if I have to play the original SMT5, because I know that they sort of do balancing and stuff for the updated versions. This is the pain of, I'm not even an Atlas fan, but I know there's people who have like, Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal and all that stuff. So here's a game that I bought for the memes, because I know Token Rambu is a pretty popular female-oriented game where you collect sword boys, as they call it. This one is a Warriors game, though, and I have not played it yet. I'm sure it's fun. Trials of Mana. You know what I'm going to say for this. I haven't played Seiken Densetsu 1 or 2, so I'm not even going to play this one until I finish Secret of Mana and the first Seiken Densetsu. So it's here. It'll be waiting, unfortunately. So this one, I'm really happy to have this. This is Tsukihime. It's a visual novel made by the same people who make the Fate series. And yeah, I'm actually playing through, and you'll see I have Witch on the Holy Night, which I will get around to at some point. And it's just the moon. Yep. I'll get around to it. I have the big box editions for both of those, so, at least I have them. I also have Tunic. Fangamer did a really good job on this release. It has like 2 different kinds of manuals, one that's spoilery and one that isn't. But I just found this game too hard. Like, I bought this because it was a Legend of Zelda game, but it's honestly more like it's not really a Souls game, but there are some elements where it's like really punishing, and it's kind of I wouldn't really consider it a cozy game, so I couldn't get far enough, and yeah, I sort of put it down because of that. Am I happy about that? No, but at least the game itself, it's got this like shiny layer to it, so I really enjoy it. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but yeah. Then there's Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. This game is 3 hours long, and I did beat it. It's another sort of Zelda-like, but pretty funny. He indeed does commit tax evasion, and then he uncovers an entire conspiracy and the secrets of the world and all that stuff. So it's a fun game. I totally recommend it. Unfortunately, my copy got sort of beaten up, but it's okay. I think this is my third Vanillaware game. No, I haven't finished any of them. I did start this one. I started it with the demo. So I'm like 6 or 7 hours in. The demo was pretty long. Oh, here's another code. And it's empty on the inside, so there's no point in doing that. Yeah, so I really liked sort of the way that this was set up as a strategy game. You sort of set up the characters' abilities. You give them like commands, but it's not real time. Like they're pre-programmed, and then you sort of watch the fights play out. So kind of an interesting method of doing a strategy game. It's not turn-based. It's actually real time. So Vanillaware is always trying new and interesting things. So I really appreciate that. My first priority is to finish 13 Sentinels, though, since that's sort of the one that's sort of most in my wheelhouse. This is an indie game called Unreal Life. This is the Japanese edition, because that was the only region it was released in. And yeah, I hope to play. They have another game called Ghostpia, which I know also released on Switch, so I will hopefully get around to this one. It's another visual novel adventure game. Here's a game that I finished, Valhalla. This one has English on the cart too, even though it's the Japanese edition, so yeah. I really like the storyline. It's very chill. It's not too serious either. You just sort of try to make rent and do your job, and you listen to people's stories, and yeah, it's a fun time. And I don't know if this came first or if Coffee Talk came first, but I think maybe this one came first, and a lot of other people sort of had the same idea. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and I really enjoyed the music for this one. So I bought that separately too on the CD soundtrack. So Valkyria Chronicles 4. I don't have the first Valkyria Chronicles because I heard that the storylines aren't like directly connected, and I really didn't finish this one either. I did start it. It's one of the first games I ever got on Switch. It comes with the Japanese voice pack, and here's the really interesting thing that it comes with. It has Joy-Con skins for the handle and the Joy-Cons themselves. So that's a really cool plus, but I also could never feel justified in using it, so yeah. And I guess the Japanese voice pack isn't on the game itself, but I played a little bit of it, and it's a strategy game, but I would say it's kind of similar to Fire Emblem. Not that I've played Fire Emblem, but I've seen Fire Emblem, so but it's like World War II based. But anime, so haven't finished it. I don't even know if I can say that I've started this. I'm maybe like 20 minutes in, and I unfortunately have both just Wargroove 1, which comes with the soundtrack and stickers and all this other cool stuff. This is like, oh, here's the code. This is like bursting at the seams with like goodies, and you know, I respect that Chucklefish puts a lot of effort into their physical releases. And then Wargroove 1 and 2 came out in Japan on one cartridge. And this doesn't have art on the inside, but I missed out on the CD pre-order bonus. So I don't have the soundtrack. I wish I did, but so yeah, I haven't really played much of it, but I know I would enjoy it. I enjoy the graphics, and I've played a little bit, so. And here is Witch on the Holy Night. So this is the game that I've started and not really gotten around to. It's not in the case because I'm actually playing it right now, so yeah. In terms of visual novels, like the amount of graphics work that they put into this and movement for each individual scene is insane. So I'm really happy to have this and Tsukihime. And I'm really bummed that they didn't put Fate Stay Night into a physical release. They only released it digitally, so I don't have that. I also have this, Witch Spring R. This is very cute, and I've heard good reviews. I started it. I have not finished. But I really do like sort of repetitive crafting games. I get in the mood for them every once in a while, so I know this one's not just crafting, it's also leveling and a little bit of light exploration. So yeah, I hope to get around to finishing it and giving it a good review. And yeah, these are the last games in my physical collection at the very least. And I'm sure you can guess what's at the end of the alphabet here. I have Xenoblade 1, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade 2 Torna, and Xenoblade 3. Can I line these up? I don't have anything to hold them in place, so yeah, I cannot. I'm just going to put these up first. So, am I a big Xenoblade fan? I don't know yet. I bought these because obviously they're super collectible, but also because isn't it kind of insane that they put the entire series on one system? And so I haven't played 2 or 3 or 2 Torna because obviously I'm in the middle of still playing these. I started playing Xenoblade Chronicles not too long ago. And I also started playing Xenoblade X because they're not really connected in a way that you would need to play this after Chronicles, even though that's how it was released. So I've actually started playing these two simultaneously. And I've really been enjoying them. There's a lot of interesting like MMO type mechanics in these games. Yeah, and I know I'll really like it. I really do like the sci-fi setting. It's really something very different. Yeah, and so I'm happy to have them. And then I have these 2 Torna, and 3. I had to cheat a little bit because even though these are American editions, this is the Middle Eastern one, but the cartridge is American, so whatever. Yeah, and I don't have too much to say other than 5 games in one series on one platform.